We're underway for the 1988 Winfield State of Origin match. Horton takes the ball first up. The fence runs in. It's Noel Cleal. Back slams him down with McGaw. Ganescu, a dummy half, fires the ball out very quickly. But look at this defence coming in, wrapping up Queensland and belling them down pretty quickly too. Well, we're picked off where these games always finish up. It's pretty tough early on as Bella makes some good yardage with a good run. Borton already getting pretty involved with a good kick. Downfield, docking, back to cover. Lets it bounce once, then takes it. The little fullback. Coming back now, mid on the 22 line. Jackson, the main tackler there with Fullett and Smith. Out it comes to, oh, look at these hits coming from Queensland. It's plenty tough there already. Two players swap them down. Bacco and Langer involved there on Pearce. Comes out to Roach. Roach just runs into a brick wall here. This defence is shattering at the new Sydney Stadium. Roach has a little laugh as he gets up too. But look at this. The ball loose just with the jarring of the tackles. Bacco really doing the job early, Jack Gibson.
Well, nothing's changed from previous games. They're taking it up through forwards. And they're trying to find out how tough each other are.
What a good busting run from Borton. That'll be a penalty too, reaching the ball out of his hands. Gomersall, no hesitation. He must have called tackle and they've briefed it out of his hands. See it again here as Borton goes down, just brushes Sterling aside. Lyons comes at him. So does Simmons. Ball's raked out of his hands.
Well, it seemed an unusual decision. He stripped him from the ball line, stripped the ball off him. It seemed a fair play. He was still trying to punch forward with the football. And he took the ball out while both players were in motion.
Well, this defence absolutely sensational here. Gary Belcher will line up for this kick. His club, of course, is Canberra, age 25. He's played 7 Origin games. He's the leading point scorer in Sydney this season. 102 points, 2 tries, 47 goals. And this is not a difficult angle. 24 metres out, almost dead centre. There it is in the air. And it goes all the way. So Queensland draw first blood tonight, leading New South Wales 2-0. New South Wales now coming back. And Queensland drawing first blood, and that'll build their confidence. Michael O'Connor gives the signal, driving the ball up now. Queensland mishandled through Wally Fulton-Smith. Belcher cleans it up. He brings it back, but look at this defence from New South Wales all over them. Simmons with a bit of a wrestling match. It goes out to Ganescu on the Bacco. He's been in everything already tonight, the big man. Back for Ganescu. Ganescu looking for Bella, so Queensland playing it straight up the centre. The kick now to come. They've decided they're going to play this in New South Wales half-jack. And a little mistake from Docking too as he knocks on. He'd be disappointed.
The only thing I was noticing is certainly working on a short 5 yards in defence. But if that's going to be the attitude tonight, we mightn't see that much back play.
Okay, this scrum set down on the 22 line. New South Wales end of the ground. Have a look at the size of the packs. 554 New South Wales, 570. Now a bit of difference. Langer now throws the ball out for Jackson. Jackson wrapped up pretty quickly. Lines all over him. Docking in there to make the tackle as well. Comes out to Gene Miles. Big spit and pushed back Gene Miles. This defence is unbelievable tonight from New South Wales and Queensland. Taps it forward and goes forward to and makes another 5 or 6. Well, there's not many here. This crowd is only around about 20,000, but they're making plenty of noise. And again, Queensland go nowhere through Jackson. They fight it out for Bella. Bella tackled by Lyons underneath. Cleal over the top. Langer with a little toe through here. It's still going. A chance. Oh, and ball loose and bouncing around, but Langer already putting his stamp on the match as he towed it through and followed through.
He's a metre away from a try there.
See it again here. Look at this, Jack. He's towing it around soccer style. Good control of the ball, though.
No, he fumbled up.
Okay, New South Wales now trying to run it out. A long floating pace out for Ettinghausen. He's got plenty of pace, but taken pretty quick by his opposite number, Alan McIndoe. Queensland running it out through McGaw this time. McGaw trying to go, but he's belted down. They wrap him up. Bullet and Smith underneath, doing a lot of tackling early. Bullet and Smith out for Roy Simmons now. Back it comes for Davidson. Davidson goes nowhere. They push him back 3 or 4 metres. Again, Queensland clearance. Sterling had to reach back. Puts the boot to the ball now and drives it down towards Queensland's half. It's just rolled into the area. Belcher trying to unload but can't. Gets out of one tackle, but they come back and get him. Lyons and McGaw doing the work. Langer out for Kilroy. Wrapped up and smothered down as Kilroy. Comes back down to Canescu, on to Langer, on to Vorton. Fires one out for Jackson. Jackson with one out the back door. Gets it on to, that's Curry. Back for McIndoe, on to Langer now. Langer back to Jackson. He's looking for runners, but no one was coming hard enough, Jackie. He had to take the tackle.
Well, doesn't see too much back up there. They're just working 1 or 2 out. They nearly picked one off then. Lyons and Langer.
Well, a fumble there and cleaned up by Curry. McIndoe goes from dummy half. Cleal and O'Connor are the tacklers. Out for Canescu. Canescu with a short ball up for Backo, and he's just bouncing out of the Backo. Gets it on to Wally Bullet and Smith. And Queensland going forward all the time. Canescu, that's the 22 line you can see. Comes back to Vorton. Vorton gets rid of it. Out for Bobby Linder. Linder with a good pass back inside. Oh, chance here. Oh, and a forward pass. Forward pass. But Queensland throwing the ball all over the place at the moment.
Well, it didn't seem that big a forward shot. It's normally well, they're certainly going to accept the penalty quick. But the normal play for that from a New South Wales referee would have been a scrum.
Back for Simmons. On to Folks. And that's a good run too from Folks. Plays it back to Simmons, out to Sterling, the little master. Here's a little step now as they come inside from Pearce on to Lyons. Lyons pretty creative tonight. He pops it back for Cleal. Cleal got a bit of distance to move now. Cleal still going down field. Oh, great run from Crusher. Crusher powering down the field. Comes back to Johnson now. They clear it out along the line. They're pretty deep. Sydney Football Stadium for New South Wales. Michael O'Connor. My gee, what a classy player. Well, New South Wales head back now. Watch this. It comes out along the back line, the long pass. It links up here and they're looking for O'Connor, but look at this. He just throws a dummy, beats the man, and look at the step with the swerve as he goes over the line. Oh, that's a good try.
Well, that opened up with Sterling, giving him a long shot. He did it all himself. The story's all on television. He beat 3 players. A magnificent run.
Takes the kick, and look at that. And back he comes. Belcher finds a little gap too. And he's got McIndoe. McIndoe starts to put the pace on. Oh! And look at the cover fence comes over. And over so close, McIndoe. Well, he's waited for a chance. He was out with injury last year when he had a chance as Curry takes it up. Oh, he's got some pace, Alan McIndoe. Out for Langer. Queensland with a chance now. Goes from Jackson to Vorton. Vorton looked the pass. Oh, there was a belt from Rhodes there, but Vorton still striding forward. Jackson was too close. He couldn't unload. Jackson this time turns it back to Langer. Langer dancing, but going nowhere. Lyons over the top and Pearce underneath. Back for Belcher, dummy half onto Vorton, looking for the runners. Gene Miles, out of one. Gene Miles palming them off. Can't unload though. Can't unload and mishandles the ball. Trying to get that little pass away and couldn't do so.
Certainly needed that mistake, New South Wales.
Well, when Queensland were running, they looked very, very smooth. But by gee, so did New South Wales. And it's a Queensland running to Langer. Langer with a chance. Langer over. Oh, Sterling missed him and Langer was over. That was ever so easy. Little Langer caught me off guard. Brushed away a tackle and over. Well, they've fought back Queensland. Well, they won't be happy with the Blues. He went on the blind side and just picked the ball up. Have a look at this. Straight out of the scrum now. Sterling completely misses him here. He steps out of it. He had support too, but he didn't lead it, the little fella. Baits it down and Queensland fight back.
Well, the fullback Docking, he's standing out if you're watching that, looking for something to happen by winning the ball. Sterling missed his man.
Queensland in front 6-4. This kick could make the difference. No, way off target. Well, both kickers are off target tonight, but Queensland leading 6 points to 4 over New South Wales. State of Origin, round 1. Winfield State of Origin, round 1, 1988 State Wars. State against Mate. State against Mate. All on here. Little chip kick from Sterling. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is a Peter Sterling special.
Well, he's picked up 30 metres, but they're going to lose the ball. I think they should kick for offence more than just looking for a gain in field position. Normally, the Queensland must win the ball. Beautifully placed. Kilroy striding away, but doesn't go too far. Makes 3 or 4 by G. Langer. Only just made that there. Here's Fuller at the Smith house. He charges up. Little Docking hangs on like a dog with a bone. Comes back to Belcher. They fight out to Jackson. And it comes on to Curry. On to Gene Miles. Oh, Gene Miles. But look at that. McCaw hung on to him. He was like paint to a dry wall. He just hung on to him there. Wouldn't let him go. Look at Bella. Bella going forward. Well, the crowd having plenty to say here. Well, Miles shortened up McGaw there after he played the ball. Well, they certainly did, and this crowd, Jack, very disappointing when you consider they expected 40,000 here. Well, this crowd here, what they call a partial sellout. I mean, either end is empty. Hutch Judd in at the moment making a report. I'd like to talk about the crowd, though, because the price tonight's set. Here's the incident again. We'll just have a quick look at this. Here's Bella as he comes up, and you can see the player down over there, which is McGaw. Simmons now, he'll crib 4 or 5 from here. He's great at that. He feeds a good ball off for Sterling. Gets it on now to Crusher. Quill out of the open now as he heads round. He's got a bit of a support too. It goes back for Pearce, but Pearce can't handle it. Now it's still alive. He gets it away for O'Connor, but Queensland fall on the ball. O'Connor, look at the look on his face. Oh, gee, that was close. If Pearce could have held that ball. There's a few ifs and buts there. It'd be interesting who gets the feed. I think in New South Wales he could have. You're right. And Sterling quickly gets it out to Lyons. Lyons now wrestled down quickly by Jackson. Back it comes for Docking. Had to clean it up then, Docking, but he's great in broken play. Look at the way the little man just picks it up. A penalty to New South Wales. Oh, it's obviously against Curry. Hey, someone to give him a tip. New South Wales got a 5-metre penalty on that play. He might be listening to you. O'Connor will take the kick for goal. Now, let's come back to here's the incident again. And you can see Queensland, well, strung all over the place there. Okay, Michael O'Connor, none from 1. Sets himself up. That's a better looking target this time. Oh, and just scrapes in. Sam Bacco out of 1, but they come back and get him, and Simmons took a pretty big knock on the shoulder there too. Canescu has got Fullerton Smith. Roach has a belt at him. Fullerton Smith goes back and gets the ball. And Davidson gets Fullerton Smith. Kilroy fires one out to Langer. Langer with a little chase too. Can he get the bounce? He toes it again. And toes it again. And still in play. Oh, yes. Still in play. Well, he tried it once before and didn't do it. And they let him do it, New South Wales. Well, Jack, you said that you thought this man had been held back a little by Wally Lewis. And what you've said here, it's happening tonight. He's playing his own game. Well done, Stanley Matthews, proud. He's got a couple, 2 or 3 kicks in. Certainly got it in past the penalty area across the stripe. Oh, clever player. I mean, he's a clever player. Look at this. Beautifully placed kick. Now, if he gets the bounce, he's right, but he's smart enough just to tow it. Then goes again after Johnson had missed it. And a simple dive on Docking got there too late. 10 points to 6, Queensland lead with this kick to come. And there it goes. Well, let me tell you, it is sweet from Gary Belcher. So Sterling fires it out to Crusher. Clear, they'd love to score if they could. McGaw wrapped up. They've been on McGaw. They haven't let McGaw run all night. Well, the defence is standing up, and they're allowed to stand up. So when they're allowed to stand up, it's pretty hard for a back to get some space to put his play on. Eddinghausen just short of the halfway line. You can see it there, the scrappy ball there. Folks picks it up. Bella picks him up. Back it goes, Queensland. Well, New South Wales then standing around, and Sterling had no choice other than the kick. It was a good kick. But Jack, no one wanted the ball. Well, we won't get a scrum out of it all the same as 6 seconds to go.
The countdown is on for the first half, and Queensland will take honours in this first half as the scoreline reads Queensland 12 leading New South Wales 6. Players coming off the field now in a most entertaining and fast game of rugby league. I think the Blues are shell-shocked at the moment. Gene Miles has been running freely, and there's the kick-off for the second half. The state war has begun. For 1988, the Winfield State of Origin Series. Docking takes the ball for New South Wales and tackled right on the 22. Bella the tackler. Comes back to Eddinghausen now. Eddinghausen with a little scampering run of 2 or 3 metres, but really running sideways. Back for Roy Simmons at dummy half. He links up with Big Roach. Steve Roach, the Balmain prop forward, and they're saying now he is the best prop in the world, Jack. He's plenty tough.
Well, he's tough enough. They tell me he's just purchased one of those new Tarzan chest weeks.
Barry Belcher wished he'd done the same thing. It was a knock-on, no doubt about that. Belcher can argue all he likes. No doubt about it. Bobby Lindner now on the sidelines. And Mick Cronin, any news about the problem with Lindner?
He's just gone to the head bin, Daryl, so they definitely think he'll definitely be back.
Okay. Comments from Mick Cronin, right on the sideline in the thick of the action there. And in the thick of the action now, this is better stuff as Davidson makes the strides upfield, but Cliffy Lyons can't take it. Ball's back on the ball, though.
Well, he seemed to be hit as the ball come to him. I think he got to him a little early, the Queenslander, but it'll show up on replay, I think. Yeah, well, he gave a little pat to Davidson. It was Roach who made the initial beautiful ball up there for Davidson. Look at him striding down and looking, but we're back live now with Belcher. He makes some strides downfield. Tackled, though, midway between the half and the quarter. New South Wales into the ground. Fullerton Smith. He's done nothing wrong tonight. Well, New South Wales have been moving the ball, but it hasn't always been forward, unfortunately.
Scott Tronk taken, the new player on for Bobby Lindner. We believe he's coming back. He's in the head bin, taking a knock. Out to Langer. Out to Jackson, on to Curry. Curry flicks a wild one back, taken by Vaughton, steadies the ship. Now goes forward, Vaughton, now going forward inside the 22, and Vaughton brought down 10 metres out. Oh, good play from Vaughton. Gets back to Cadescu. Queensland on the roll now. Here's Jackson. Jackson heading for the line. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And Jackson so easy for Queensland. They're just cutting through New South Wales tonight. And that was Fanny Vaughton's try. Put it down to him. He did the lead-up work. Now watch this. It goes out from Bella. Bella gets it to Jackson. He went through 4 defenders to bang it down for Queensland.
Well, it's all on the screen. Jackson, all Jackson does is just bully his way across the try line.
Well, Peter Jackson's got a new name here tonight, Action Jackson, no doubt about that. Plays for the Canberra club in Sydney, age 24, Origin games. He's played 5, but 3 as a replacement. 1986 Lang Park, he made his debut. About 20 metres out and probably about 22 metres off centre. There it is for you, the angle. It's a horror. Across the face of the post. No change to the score. Queensland leading New South Wales. Out to Sterling. Sterling again kicking. Splits the players. Kilroy goes back. In the in-goal area. He'll run it back. He's got plenty of time. Yes, oh, nice sidestep. Look at Kilroy. Look at Kilroy making a run downfield. This is a great play from Kilroy. He's taken that play from inside his own goal. Oh, great play from Smoking Joe. He got the Harley into first, second, third and top then.
He picked up exactly 50 yards on that play.
Belcher. 16-6. Queensland over New South Wales. Who would have believed this? There's no doubt about it. The Queensland players, they put those maroon jumpers on, they grow 10 feet taller. Fullerton Smith back in the side and has played pretty well tonight. Langer. Out to Jackson, on to Belcher. He's everywhere, Belcher. He's everywhere. He's on roller skates.
Well, he can afford to get up there in that back line and do something.
Out to Langer. Queensland very flat that time. Lindner takes the ball. Gets a good pass away to Bacco. Bacco. It's interfered with by New South Wales. Cadescu will have the ball. He's wrestled down by Lyons.
There's 6 plays to go.
Exactly. 6 plays to go. Bacco, dummy half. He's everywhere tonight. He gets it on to Bella. They've played well, the 2 props.
I can't deny that, Darryl. They were pretty strong games. I think they probably, scoreboard shows, have outplayed the opposition.
Langer inside the 22. They're back in the danger zone. Gets it on to Jackson. Jackson wound up and tries to bust the defence, but can't. Pearce underneath, docking over the top. And Lyons there too. So 3 Blues jumpers onto him. Comes out now to Belcher. He just drops it straight off the toe. And chance here for McIndoe. Oh, chance. Yes, he scored it. Yes, he's over. Gomersall's given him the try.
Well, Gomersall didn't give him the try. He was going to award the try. Looked to his line umpire, and he said OK, so he blew the whistle.
Well, I know I had to take a long time on that because we picked it was going to happen, but Gomersall took so long to make up his mind. Now, here it is. There's Ettinghausen, but McIndoe just goes straight in.
Well, from that angle, you'd have to pay it.
Here it is now, the bouncing ball over the line. Now, watch carefully. Bang. Well, I don't know.
No, it was a fumble.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, he never got within Cooey.
Well, the crowd will talk about that one because that has really put New South Wales with a big job in front of them now, 20 points to 6. There it is. Watch it with him. Bang. No, sir. Simmons and Trewella, the tacklers there. OK, comes back now to Canestiu. A long floater back for Jackson. And Jackson clears it pretty well this time and takes docking well back into the 22. Queensland have got the chasers. They ring him now, the little man. He gets a floater out there to Ettinghausen. Links up now with Michael O'Connor, but he's tackled and taken over into touch. Well, good defence from Gene Miles.
No, it wasn't a great play from O'Connor there when he got close to that sideline. They got possession first play. They're going to a scrum situation, and they're going to come up with a lost ball. Well, he should have had to cut infield.
Well, it was McIndoe who made the tackle too. It wasn't Gene Miles. He finished it off, but it was McIndoe's tackle. Comes back for Gene Miles this time. Palming them off, still going, trying to unload. Gets it on to Langer. Langer now. He's got Belcher. Belcher inside. Belcher's out of the clear. And he's up to the post again. Gary Belcher for Queensland, and that wraps it up for the Reds. Oh, look, they're just making inroads. Belcher then opened them up and just went on with it. Queensland have played so well tonight. They've taken their chances. Now look at this again. Gene Miles gets out of Docking's tackle. Trewella was there. He beat him. He beat Folks. He got the ball to Langer. Then he got it to Belcher. And Belcher just put the foot down on the accelerator and went straight under the post for a 4-pointer that should be a 6-pointer. Gary Belcher, dead set in front, 10 metres out. Could spin it over from here. Bang. There it goes. Add another 2 points. Lamb, the long floater out this time, gets it on to Ettinghausen. Ettinghausen with a bit of room to move down the touchline, flicks it back inside. Chance this time for McGaw. He's got the support. Terry Lamb heading for the line. Oh no, it just gets put down by Langer. Flicks the ball back, gets it to Ettinghausen. Try. Oh boy, that's not a bad one. Terry Lamb has finally sparked this side and got him going. Ettinghausen with a great finish. And he was the man that started that try too, so he handled twice, Ettinghausen. See that again in a second. Lamb has put some spark back into the Blues at long last. Now watch this. Lamb with a cutout pass. It goes to Ettinghausen. Ettinghausen really clamps it on now as he skirts the touchline. He flicks it back inside to McGaw, his Cronulla partner. He went on to Lamb. Now here he is. Look where Lamb is. Lamb is there. Comes back inside because he's been down by Langer. Flicks it back. Ettinghausen says, thank you, I'll take the 4 points.
Now Lamb, he put this play on for mine. His runner wide got to Et done his job up the sideline. Shot it back in. There's Terry now. He releases. Langer got him a little trip there. He didn't go that quick.
Yeah, but Ettinghausen's backed up again.
Hey, listen, Ettinghausen was there.
And that kick was successful. 26 points to 12 now. Okay, Ettinghausen again, the man that just scored the try. 2 minutes 37 on the clock, so time running out, but New South Wales at least now going forward. Trewella with a break. He's wanted to get his chance tonight. Back it comes to Folks. Folks goes forward 5 or 10 before he's put down. It'll come back to Simmons. On to Sterling. Sterling again to Pearce. Pearce quickly tried to get it out to Eddinghausen, but no go this time.
Well, he had to push the play. They're trying to score another, well, they've got 2 minutes to play. Maybe they'd like another 6 points.
26 points to 12. Queensland leading New South Wales. The second game, of course, we played at Lang Park in Brisbane. You can bet there'll be 30,000 there. Back for Wally Fullerton-Smith. He's taken by Trewella. He gets it back to Canescu. Canescu gets it on to Jackson. I think Queensland would like to put another 4-pointer down if they can too. He's on to Tronk. Tronk only takes half a metre and he's dumped. Minute 24 to go. Okay, watch for something here because there's signals going all over the ground, Queensland's end. Langer takes the stab kick. Oh, it comes off the bottom of the upright, so it's picked up by Docking. Docking back into the field of play now, but he's taken by Langer and French. Back to Simmons. Back to Johnston. Johnston with a half a break. He's tried hard, but he's had the ball tonight, Johnston. Back to Simmons. Simmons throws a dummy, gets it on to Sterling. Sterling makes 4 or 5, but wrapped up pretty quickly. Scott Tronk the tackler. Ball out this time for Davidson. They flick it back for Lamb. Lamb has got Pearce. Pearce now striding down, but wrapped up quickly by Gene Miles. Johnston dummy half. On to Sterling. Sterling gets it out to Lamb. Lamb dancing, sees a little gap, trying to link up. Can he? Yes, he does. To big Steve Roach. Look at the big fella going down the field. He's got Mark Magore, and this will be a try. Yes. Oh, that's a try. That's a face saver. Mark Magore rewarded with a Blues try. Mark Magore from the Cronulla Club, 23 years of age, has played 5 Origin games. Now watch this, I'll come back to that because Lamb slipped the ball to Roach. Now look at the big fella. He was off and running. Can't believe he's got open field. Belcher tried to hem him in, then went after Magore, but Magore too big, too strong, too fast.
Well, again, Lamb ignited this play. He receives there, he just a little cut back looking for a receiver. And he picks up Roach.
Here's the kick. Yes, sir. So the score now looking a little more respectable. 26 points to 18, and there's the final siren has rung, and Queensland have run out victors here at the Sydney Football Stadium tonight, 26 points to 18, and that has really got to be an upset in most of the Sydney siders' minds. I don't think in Queensland's minds, though.